Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Noel's Tarot. Welcome, man. Hope you guys are doing pretty good, feeling safe, feeling happy and healthy. We're gonna be doing a general reading for you guys today. Or did I say we? But I mean I and we, the universe, I guess. But we're gonna be doing a general reading. It's gonna be looking at you in the past, looking at you in the present, looking at some advice for you, and then looking at you in the future. But yeah. For those of you who've been here, I've missed you guys a lot. Hope you guys are feeling okay. I just want to jump in every time. I'm like healing and feeling sick right now, but I'm always like, I want to do a reading. I want to see where you guys are at, what you guys are feeling. I'm always thinking about you. Hope you guys are doing okay. So either ways, let's get into this. I'm going to be looking at this one card in the beginning and end from the, what is it called? Oracle of the Seven Energies. To see where we're at with the Oracle card and to see where we're going to go to just get the big overall. But then in between that, we're going to be looking at this with the Black Tarot. Oh, we got the Two of Baskets at the bottom. That's cute. Two of Cups for the main. And then if we need to clarify, we might, we'll look at it with the Queen of Cups, 4 Eight of Swords. Looking at this with the Light Seers Tarot. So to clarify if need be. Either ways, again, I missed you guys. Hope you guys are feeling good. But if you're new here, it's good to see you. I feel I might miss you eventually. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's get into this reading. So Oracle of the Seven Energies, let's see where you guys are at. Why are we here? What's the meaning for this? Spirit, we got two cards. Okay. So this one that fell on the bottom was the Oracle's Gift. I don't know what that one's gonna be about, but that one wasn't calling as much as this one. This is Broken Open, because that one kind of fell, flipped, but this one was straight. This one came straight out. So Broken Open and the Oracle's Gift. Broken open. What's at the bottom? Ears wide open. That's funny. So yeah, it's the open message that's really coming through. So ears wide open and broken open. Something about opening. Something about being more open. Something about a process that's maybe expanding you. So let's see the key traits from this book real quick. Not going to read the whole card, but the key concepts are the gift of grief being shattered as a result of loss and the potential inherent in failure. So this feels a lot about like definitely loss, maybe grief, maybe a process where you're being opened by something that feels very painful. But the last sentence was the potential inherent in failure. So the feeling you get where you're like, like it will feel bad to fail possibly. So it's like you already feel the loss before it happened. But this is a beautiful thing because it's opening you up to the universe to come and help you, the universe to come and fill you with beautiful things. But this is sort of where we're starting at. Let's just sort of continue to move. But it's interesting being opened up. Something blossoming from that. I love how she's sitting on like a flower. This feels a little bit like Fool energy now with that like lotus flower sort of energy. But let's keep moving. Okay, so let's see where you guys with the Black Tarot. Wow, that's a big card for the beginning. I was expecting something different. Didn't know there'd be talk of loss. I'm definitely so sorry about that if there has been any loss recently. Look who you have in the past, the Magician. That's very cool. It's like if there is a loss or there is a process where you're being opened up, you're taking control, you're taking like agency, you're taking like you utilizing the tools at your disposal in order to work through this. But the Magician creating, being aware of your power, being aware of Maybe after like losing something, you're more sure of yourself. You're more sure of who you are. Oh, cards are just falling now. Okay. So Magician, I'm deciding, I'm deciding to pull the whole spread, or if I should just talk sort of now. I don't know. Magician, let me pull the whole spread, and then we'll clarify and talk. Where are you in the present? Just a bunch of cards flew out. The Magician is interesting. Where are you in the present? Oh. Okay. Spirit, if I could have one card for where are we in the present? In the present, the sun. Well, if there's nothing like being opened up, I don't know what I just said. If there is anything about being opened up, I know that the sun would bring in a lot of healing. That's pretty cool. The advice. Oh. Something about the energy feels sort of inconvenient. Just because of where all these cards are falling, like the first card fell under the chair, the next card fell under the table, the other card fell behind a card. It feels very inconvenient, maybe a bit frustrating. This process of loss, because maybe it's something that you lost that like you weren't intending to lose, and you didn't have any expectation of losing, maybe even so suddenly. So it feels maybe a bit frustrating. The advice is the Daughter of Baskets, which is the Page of Cups. Very cool. This is like the face of the whole deck, which we'll get back to. And right now, the colors I see in the spread are like this dark or a brownish red, and then a blue, and then sort of these like whites of innocence. So it feels like freedom from something. Like death is like a sort of a freeing, releasing process. In the future, though, for you. Ooh. One card for the future. In the future. Oh, there's about. Okay. One card for the future. You got the 8 of Coins. Wow. Which I think is cool because that's you working on something. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Wands. Very nice. That's cool. Starting off with the Magician, you being the Magician, and then you being the Magician at the end, but like more of like the down to earth, doing it, physically doing it, not just the spirit up here working on the magic, but you actually putting that magic into practical. That's very cool. In the past, the Magician, I said definitely like. I like how they're at this. You can see they're at this like shore, and the water is breaking on the rocks. So it feels like, again, with the broken open feeling, like water, like when your water breaks when you're pregnant. It's like whatever you're creating is being birthed. It's when the water breaks. It's the end of the the phase where it's contained, and now it's being like released out. So it feels like at the brink of something being released, at the brink of something being created. Notice the light behind them too, so I don't know. In your past, maybe standing on the edge of something, which is nice. Wow, that's cool. The full moon is like where the belt is, where we're like bring it all together. So I don't know, bring something together to create something. And this is about water and breaking open. It's like maybe this has been like an emotional journey, like a very long one. But standing on the rock means that you feel more grounded in the process. More so, it feels to me. All the waves crash on that. In the past, that is about being broken up. It's just definitely like using your tools to be able to build something, to build like it feels like building, like you sort of built this rock foundation. It's like if you were in the water, if you were in the deep, if you were in the emotions of whatever this loss had to do with, you built something to stand on so that you wouldn't drown in that, and I like that. And the present, the sun, that's very cool. See that like opposite of like reddish to like bluish. It's like the beginning of something and the end of something. The sun is a healing part. It's like you're in the beginning of your healing process. And look, I think even that woman is pregnant in that car, which is very cool because we were just talking about that. It's like whatever you did to not even like, maybe you didn't release it, you didn't give birth, but you were creating it. You were sort of manifesting it. You were putting it into reality. And now this is within the sun, whatever you're healing. Oh, and look at that table. It's very cool. It's like you're healing it for people, for other people. There's that Leo energy of like family. Maybe healing it for family that comes after you, or just like I don't know. The sun is very cool in the present. It's like warmth. It would cause something to because it can burn. It can cause something to break open, something to split open, something to burn. It would cause something to. It can cause harm because it's a big ball of fire. But at the same time, like if you work with it enough, if you distance yourself enough from it, if you work with the energies correctly, because the sun being a ball of fire is just the nature of it. So like the nature of this process could have been very painful, could have been very burning, could have been very hurtful. But at the same time, it's like if you work with it, if you give it time, give it patience, you give it space, it almost seems it turns into something that is very healing. And I feel like that's what you're going through right now with the sun. The advice, the page of, or daughter of baskets, the page of cups. Imagining all the possibilities. This is like the if pigs could fly, but like no, but really like imagining like them actually truly flying. It's like being in your dreams. It's bringing like dreams to practicality. But this is like going to harvest those and this is like lavender. They're going through the field of lavender, so it's very calm, very peaceful. That's what the Page of Cups definitely is. Very peaceful, very dreamy, very imaginative. So the advice is to really reach into that part of yourself, because whatever you're creating, it needs to be from like a very innocent, very dreamy place, because it feels like you've been through a lot of loss, so there's a lot of darkness. I think lavender is a very dark flower, which is interesting, but it brings a lot of peace. So whatever darkness you've been through, it's like utilizing the light aspect of that to really heal yourself, to maybe bring a calm, bring a peace to yourself, maybe going through the darkness, maybe going through the field of whatever has hurt you, or whatever you like, sitting in like the answer, like maybe it's dark, but the answer is within that pain that you might be feeling. I don't know, it might bring you peace to possibly if you are, and they are wearing a white dress. Everyone here is wearing white. Like you got the magician, these two people wearing white. It's very innocent. You got these two, and it's like seeking purity. It's like dressing yourself in it's like I feel like since the universe created colors and created like the meanings behind them, it's like I feel like the universe would use colors as sort of like communication. So if all these people are dressed in white, it's almost like they're communicating to spirit, like they're seeking purity, they're seeking cleansing of this cycle. But at the same time, you're willing to go through the darkness. You're willing to go through all of the anything that may seem dark because you want to bring light to it. You want to bring healing to it, which is very nice. And the future, the Eight of Coins, Eight of Pentacles, really hard-working, very like you're studying something, you're putting something together. It's like the assembly line. Like what if you've made it work, and now it's not even just the Seven of Pentacles where you're learning how to do something. It's the Eight of Pentacles where you've mastered it, and you're gonna keep pushing it forward, and you're gonna keep creating exactly the same thing that you've built. But whatever it is, it's beautiful. It's something that you really care about. And this is beautiful because this is just like that. Like you've the gestation period, the creation period, turning that into something, like really about to birth something. It feels, it's very nice. Yeah, we'll clarify real quick. Clarify with the light seers. So in the past, you have the Magician. What's the Magician about? Oh, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so like a jailbreak of your mind, maybe being stuck in your mind. Six of Cups, maybe about something in the past. I'm gonna light this incense real quick. Where is my lighter? That's good. Okay. Or no, maybe it wasn't. Magician with the Nine of Swords is like I need this so I can smell that. Feeling at an impasse, feeling stuck. But the Magician is the one who would break out of that Nine of Swords. But like, it feels like it feels like what you create for yourself. This is very interesting. The Six of Cups, maybe trying to balance things, trying to harmonize things, and the Nine of Swords would just close that cycle out. Would be like, no, I'm not gonna keep doing that again. So I don't know. It just feels like something that maybe made you feel trapped in your mind. But there's more to it than that. It's like maybe the sadness, the despair. And if you look closely, it's like really cool. There's a seat behind her, but it's very invisible. It's not really there. I think it's a seat or a bench or a bed. But it's like she's sort of in despair over what's not really there. I think it's just like a mindset that it's very weird to explain. But what I'm feeling here is like releasing that, sort of like if it's not really there, it's like releasing it, because this is sort of keeping you from creating, because those emotions are being used to those and it's not there that they're not being wasted at all. It's just that they're being planted in a garden that no longer exists, if that makes sense. Like you're sort of, I don't want to say, like, feel your feelings for everything that you feel, and mourn everything that you can, but don't stay down there too long, because it will drown you, and it will keep you stuck in a perpetual nine. It will keep you in a perpetual cycle of like despair and sadness over what this is, which is good to do, to harmonize yourself, to balance yourself. It's good to get those emotions out, but once you get them out, it's good to move on. And I think it's what you've done in the past. I think it's what you've done. You've moved past, not even moved on, but you've moved forward. What That's Jennifer Aniston by Evan McIntosh. Is that the name? Yeah. Go listen to Evan McIntosh if you haven't. It would definitely be probably a good person to listen to. Very emotional songs. But I believe they're in Aquarius, so I think it's very cool that they're able to place the right words in the right places and the right emotions in the right places. It really helps me like sort out my emotions whenever I'm listening to their music. But good albums are like Character Development and then Mojo. Those are really good albums. Good songs are now I'm forgetting names. Anyways, good albums. Go listen to them, please. I'll probably list some stuff in like the community post and post it so that you guys can see. But I think that would be helpful when I was thinking about talking about that. The reason I just brought it up is because like they have one line in the Jennifer Aniston song where they say, we never really move on, we just move forward, which is something to think about because like sometimes it's important to move on completely. But if you're not there yet and you know you're not there yet, it's important to maybe even keep moving forward, but you don't have to let go of like all the way you feel. And I feel that's what you're doing. Like maybe you still felt broken open. You still felt like you had a lot on your mind, a lot to feel, but you still moved forward and you still kept manifesting, which I think is the most beautiful part. Yeah, that song really came to mind. But anyways, and you broke out of the Nine of Swords, which is amazing. And because of that, you're in the Sun, which is what you're in now, the present. So the Sun, what's that all about? Oh, the Page of Pentacles. I like that. Because the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups working together can make beautiful things. That's earth and water. That's growth. Earth and water plus the sun. The seed, the water, and the sun. That's the perfect combination. That's really all the element, and that's what the magician probably knew. It's like those are the elements that go best together. So you're taking the right steps. You're doing the right things, even if they feel small. With the Page of Pentacles, even if the steps feel small, you have to realize that each part of the puzzle is very important. Like puzzle pieces are small, but if you're missing one piece, the whole puzzle is not complete, and you're probably gonna notice that. So it's important. The page of Pentacles process is important in the present because this seed, and even look how the sun is like pregnant in this. It's like your growth, your healing. You've, in a weird way to say it, you've like impregnated a new cycle for yourself. You have, and it's gonna start growing soon. But you have planted the seeds that you need to, and if you haven't, you're doing that right now. You're planting the seeds that you need to grow. Like a new tree in the forest, a new cycle, like you're working on new things. So in the Page of Pentacles is nice. It's like you're opening, and that whole look at how the broken open and these two look pretty similar. They're like holding their heart, that opportunity, that core. They're holding their core elements, their core values, like everything that they need for the next cycle. So releasing things that they don't need and holding on to the things that they do need, like their values, their heart. Probably the mind is important to hold on to. It's probably why you had to let go of the Nine of Swords. But it's beautiful because it feels like the Nine of Swords was stuck in this, and whatever it is that hurt was able to open it up, to open your eyes to what was going on around you, open the light within you. And because you open that light within you, you're able to use it. For the sun is now able, the sun's like, oh, because the sun before was like, you're sitting in this despair, which is important, but the sun knew that you weren't ready for the growth. But now that you have opened up and come into the Page of Pentacles phase, it's like the sun is now ready to take what you have and transform it and grow it, which is beautiful. That's beautiful. I love how you go from this to this. You go from sort of closed and shut, which is, again, like, no fault to that. It's really like what you need to do, especially when you have heavy emotions. But the 9 lets you know that the cycle must come to a complete at some point. And that's you holding that cycle, offering into the universe, being like, what can we do with this? What can we make out of this? Which is beautiful. I like that a lot. This fly, though, I don't like. Okay. I'm always fighting with flies on this channel. The Page of Cups. Excuse me, the Page of Cups. Oh my God. Page of Cups said, I'm dehydrated. So the Daughter of Baskets, the Page of Cups. What's that about? Your advice. What would that be advice for? And here we have the 7 of Pentacles right before the 8. Very cool. 8 of Pentacles in your future, but your advice is to 7, to take a journey. And that's exactly what the Page of Cups is doing. And Pentacles with baskets are a good combination again, because the pentacles are you deciding to do it, you deciding to use your resources, your time, your energy, and the baskets are you also just giving in that bit of emotion, because I know that your emotions are probably very shrouded by whatever has broken you open, whatever has caused you pain. But again, that offering to the universe, this basket that you're holding open, saying, I'm ready to receive. This pentacle that you're holding, saying, I'm ready to give this. I'm ready to receive the water. It's beautiful because you're going out and you're not only showing the universe that you're ready to receive, but you're doing something about it. You're learning. You're failing and trying over and over again. Well, look where that leads you. It actually leads you to success, which you don't know, but the advice is just to work and to continue to build that, which is awesome. Seven of Pentacles, and your advice is, even if you do fail, keep trying, get back up and do it again, because you know that you're on the right track as long as you're trying. As long as you're trying, and as long as you're open and wanting to receive, the universe will come in hand with that. These are both these are court cards and minor arcana, which means it feels like you're doing the work, not much major arcana, which is what I feel like is like the universe helping you out. This is cool because it's like you're doing the work, and that's beautiful. That's what the universe is sort of asking, not just asking for, but like, I don't know. It's like the universe is grateful for this offering, if that makes sense. Seven of Pentacles is a lot about failure too, but it's in those failures that we learn, that we learn those beautiful parts, and that can sound cryptic as hell, but it's like. And you can use examples, I think, about like things like startup companies like Apple or Facebook. Like those people probably made a bunch of projects before they really came to their main project. And I don't know, that example might not be well enough, but it's like, I don't know. It's like, think of the Seven of Pentacles. You can even think of like school, like it's physical, it's on earth. You probably failed like 1,000,000 tests while you were there. Maybe you failed only 1 or 2, but I mean, at the end of it all, you graduated. And it wasn't about like it wasn't about like, oh, you graduated, but look at you, you failed your 8th grade math test. No one cares about that, but no one cares about like that. But it is, the in between is important because of the fact that you continue to move forward. You continue to be like, oh, I failed this, but I might pass this, so let me keep going. I don't know. It's hard to sort of explain, but I mean, it isn't. But I hope it makes sense. Anyways. Oh, look what's at the bottom. That's so cool. The Eight of Pentacles. Show enough. The Eight of Pentacles. This is some hardworking energy. Like the Seven of Pentacles, and it's so cool because it's just a confirmation that like you're going to succeed. You're gonna have beautiful work coming out of this. You just have to try. You just have to continue to try, even if it does feel like you're broken open. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting the picture of the Power Rangers now when they like mesh together. It's really goofy, but like if they don't mesh together, like they can be singular and fight on their own, but when they do open up and allow everyone else to join in, put their power in, then they become an even stronger unit, which is goofy, but I hope that's like the only thing that showed up in my head. About an hour or so ago, I came from like some weird nightmare, so my brain. All right. 8 of Coins. Wow. 8 of Pentacles. Beautiful work. This is beautiful work. Broken open, but it feels like whatever you're going through, you're going to be able to work and process through it. Like you're using the cycles to your benefit and you're working with it. You're building something beautiful. King of Pentacles. That's amazing. You're mastering whatever it is you're working on. This is broken open. It's breaking you open, and it's allowing you to receive beautiful things from the universe. I hope this helps. I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. The energy sort of just like fell a bit, but I think it's because like you know what you need to do. So I'm excited to see where that is. So excited to see you guys on the next one too. So like, share, subscribe, notifications, comment. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.